me in the club. Full of mama, I got what you need.
It's week 1 of the National Football League, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme today. It's the Jets and the reigning Super Bowl champs under the lights on Thursday night.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Thanks for having us in to kick off a new year. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, you lived this as a player. It's so exciting for us as fans, but now after that long off-season to get your body ready and your team ready and your game ready, finally show everybody what it's all about. Week 1 of the season has arrived.
Yeah, and at this stage in the process, Mike, you're exactly right. All you want is for this ball to be kicked off. You're tired of practicing. You're tired of the off-season workouts. You're tired of the preparation for what feels like an entire year.
Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Shotgun snap, and a give to Hall. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Third down and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads them out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
There's just something special about week 1, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches, rookies taking the field for the very first time in a meaningful game. The preseason is one thing, but it's an entirely different level of excitement once opening weekend rolls around. I don't know about you, but I am excited to see what's in store for us. That these games finally end.
And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. Williams in motion. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 46-yard line.
From the gun, it's Goff. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. Now a timeout called by the defense. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Jets offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Another run here with Hall. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. This is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On now comes the punt team for the Jets. Now fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Putting the tight end in motion. They'll run it right here with Brooks. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
We'll go once more with Brooks. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Goff. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. The throw here is complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, 1 quarter in the books. in the season-opening NFL kickoff game. 0-0 is the score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And he'll get 4 on this one, down inside the 40-yard line now. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Here's their punter now. They'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. You have a tight end motioning left here. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
1st and 10. Goff to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is the challenge that these top-end tight ends present, Mike, to defensive coordinators. They have to make a decision. When I play man coverage, do I trust my linebacker to defend him one-on-one? Do I need to bring a secondary player or an extra corner down into the coverage? That's a tough matchup. They're either too slow or they're too small. There's very few guys around the league that can do both. And the quarterback saw his matchup. He went to the big tight end and came away with an explosive play.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Now Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown.
What that play call tells me is that play caller made up his mind. We're on 3rd and inches. If we don't get it, we're going for it on 4th down. So he really treated that 3rd down like 2nd down. They work the outside part of the field, simple pitch and catch. It's a nice pickup.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Goff to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Throwing here is Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This from 40 yards out. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Lions will take a 3-0 lead. So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. On the return, here's Sim. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Jets offense ready for this next possession. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Here now, 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man, right side. It's complete. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
They will run it over center with Hall. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Hall. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Hall. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. He's got his man complete to Wilson. And he's going to have a Jets 1st down as they wind up getting 13 on 4th down. 2 minutes remain in a 3-0 1st half. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to the air one more time. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. They'll look to throw again. He's got it at the 3. And room to operate as he takes it down to the 2. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Ryland's kick is good. And the Jets will tie this game up here late in the 1st half.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
The home team's offense going to take over here in the final minute of this 1st half. They'll set out in search of a 1st touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. Throwing, Goff. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Williams in motion. Throwing on second down. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. The Lions called their first timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Goff to throw on first down. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A huge play just before the half. It's a gain of 34. On first down, it's Goff. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout. On second down, Goff. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lions get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we are at halftime here in the Thursday night opener of the NFL campaign as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. As far as the early games go in that 1 o'clock window, we'll be focused on that game in Nashville. A big one for the Titans as they'll square off against the Miami Dolphins. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Green Bay Packers. And one final game to highlight. It's Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. And that'll be batted down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. Here's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun, it's Goff. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Lions first down. One of the tight ends motions right. Give inside, it's Brooks. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
That's the game of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Goff to throw. Here comes the screen to Brooks. He's going to have the first down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on third down at these shorter down and distances, but in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the first down.
2nd and 7.
At the 37-yard line.
Goff to throw. That's right side and brought in by Williams. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
To throw is Goff. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. So, from 3rd and 2, back him up to 3rd and 7. To throw is Goff. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This taken at the 5. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Jets offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They're in a 10-point hole. It's 13-3 as this drive starts with 1st down. They'll send a tight end in motion. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. On the give, it's Hall. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And mark him down up beyond the 30. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
To the 20. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Lions. That was some kind of run, Greg. We saw him break a tackle and then use his elusiveness to get to the end zone for the score.
Mike, for me, it's all watching his feet. I mean, look at him work. His ability to make guys miss in the open field is special. And I'll tell you what, that play, that was something to watch.
On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Lions will extend this third quarter lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw. His throw left side is complete. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A give left side. Here comes Hall. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Throwing now from the gun. That's caught by Walker. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. Here's a designed run. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
They went to the designed quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
Now they'll set up to throw. He puts it up, and it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean,
And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
Makes the score Lions 20, Jets 10.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. A return now from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This throw taken in by Amon-Ra. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Detroit.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Goff to throw on first down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1 at the Jets' 42-yard line.
Throwing here is Goff. Got a man left side. It's caught. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Throwing, Goff. He's got it at the 3. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Give it up the middle to Brooks. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. From the gun, it's Goff. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Detroit. This has got to feel good, Greg. You open at home and a great performance with one more touchdown added on top.
Not many better ways, Mike, than to create some excitement amongst your fan base than to have a great home opener. Every team works all off-season. They stress it during training camp. Let's get off to a great start, and then all of a sudden you're able to do it in front of your home crowd. Man, this has been a really impressive performance.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. On the return, here's Sims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jets offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Back to throw. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to go to work once more. And as we take you through some of the highlights so far, you're going to see a lot of passing yards. He has carved up this defense over 300 yards passing in the game and has been sharp right from the start. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the handoff, this is Brooks. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap, because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
To the right side here, pass is caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. The big fella, Quinnen Williams, forcing his way in for the sack.
Once you get down into this part of the field, most teams call it the red area, you have to finish by capitalizing with 6 points. Anything less than that feels like a little bit of a letdown, and after that sack, their chances of coming away with 6 get a lot more difficult.
A run out of the gun with Brooks. And the defense there to meet up. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Brooks. Forget about it. They're going to lose more yardage there. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. This, a 44-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Lions will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
On the return, here's Sims. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going up top. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup.
Back to the air one more time. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. They'll look to throw again. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. There's that man again, another catch. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a waste of down.
And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only
And now the referee looks like he has gotten word from
play
replay
is
that
under
he'll stop
review.
the game inside the last 2 minutes. All replays emanate from there. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Ryland's kick here is good, and the Jets are able to edge a bit closer. Looking to double up here, score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick.
recovering an onside kick has really become kind of a lost art nowadays, Mike. You just don't see it very often. You're trying to find where's the weak link, where's the hole in the recovery unit. Kicker's got to put the ball there, and then it's just a race to...
And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
Extra point now by Riley. He gets it to go, and the Jets are back within 6.
Jets 24.
They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.